Okay, so this is a video about Terrence Howard and how he's actually somewhat correct. I've done some analysis. I've watched his video, and I spent the hours looking at it. And so, when you think about the actual monetary system or any type of unit system, unit-based system can be meters, feet, fluid ounces, gallons, anything, any type of measurement of a unit. It is a if you do one unit, say 1 gallon times 1 gallon, right? That's 2 total gallons you have here. There's 1 gallon here, 1 gallon here. So when you multiply them by each other, it should be two because it's two. So now if you have I propose a system to where you just simply don't multiply the unit numbers by unit numbers. So you would never multiply a unit number by a unit number. You do instead, 1 gallon, times one equals 1 gallon. That's that's acceptable because one is the term used to describe our multiplication system. So we would just say one. You don't say 1 gallon times 1 gallon equals equals 1 gallon, because 1 gallon times 1 gallon equals 2 gallons. Okay, that's 2 gallons. So it's a unit of measure. When it's used like when it comes with money or anything else, that's also a unit of measure. So $1 equals $1. So that's a unit of measure as well. So it's the same principle. So ultimately, we shouldn't multiply, $1 by $1. Basically, we shouldn't multiply because that's how can basically. It's like 9/10 of a gallon, or of a cent, at the end of it. It's like of a price of a gallon of fuel. They're like 9/10 of a cent. It's like, really? They're pinching every last little place they can. But ultimately, some of the stuff that Terrence Howard spoke of is already spoken about, and some people who have gone down. And I like his what he calls the linchpin. His linchpin concept is a pretty decent idea, um, because it's basically the counterparts of the toroidal field. So if you look at a magnet, there's a you can look up on YouTube Theoria Apophasia, and it's the name of that's the name of the YouTube channel, and it's, proof of magnetic vortex. You could search for the video, and it's basically uses old school TV, and you're able to see the magnetic fields in the TV as he moves it in and out. They twist the shape, and on each side it twists the opposite way. So one side's sucking inwards, and the other side's coming outwards, twisting outwards. So it's push and pull. So you it's a toroidal field, and so it's like a donut shape, and so it's spinning like this, and so one side it's going in, one side's coming out, but it's twisting as it's spinning, like a flow ring. If you've ever seen a flow ring, it's the coolest thing ever. But yeah. Anyways, Terrence Howard has some pretty interesting concepts, and I think that he's a pretty interesting person. Um, and I think he just might be a slightly misguided on some concepts, or like when you get information from the subconscious realm, like he speaks of, and knowing his point of birth, because how he said that he had consciousness before being born. Okay, so consciousness before birth means that there is more there. There is some subconscious information. So he definitely could have some information. So because what this means is when you're born for the first time in your brain releases DMT inside your brain, right inside of your pineal gland. DMT is released. Wow, wow, and you end up coming into your body, and once you come in, then you're put into um you're basically put into the body. So he had memory of being put into the body before the DMT experience. So there's some significance to that. So you could have pre um some pre-existence for his soul. So maybe his body was prematurely abandoned, and it was the other baby inside of it left to the light and died, and he took it over instead. And he's on a mission to do his thing. So, anyways, maybe that's his thing. But um, yes, there's some very important information inside of some of his ideas. There's just a lot of bad concepts, because you don't say 1 times 1 equals 2. You say it's a measure of a unit of like volume or anything, any type of actual physical thing, times another thing shouldn't be happening. You shouldn't be mathematically doing that. It should be multiplication should be isolated on its own structure for unit based systems. But anyways, that just makes good logical sense. And the more that I think about it, the more that I like the idea of just fixing it at the root of the problem, which is, 1 times 1 should just equal 2. If we just do that, then we can make the system work. That means an entire retraining of the entire populace, which is at this point ridiculous. And I don't think that's going to be able to I don't think that's going to be able to happen. We could slowly work into it and then let it just transfer over like usual. You just slowly do a little bit and make shit happen. So anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you're like new to this channel and you've never seen this channel before, you should probably hit subscribe, because I have some of the best ideas and foresight and knowledge. I'm a soul time traveler from Constellation Aquarius. This body was prematurely abandoned by a natural earthborn soul, and I proclaimed it was still livable. And here I am. So anyways, I hope y'all just make sure that you subscribe, and you hit the all notifications button. And because if you don't hit the all notifications button, then YouTube's never gonna tell you when I upload videos about anything cool. So anyways, I hope y'all have a glorious, magnificent, wonderful, beautiful, awesome, amazing, incredible existence and time. And I'll see you all around in the next video. Love you all. Bye.